One.
Howdy.
Hi.
All right, here we go.
So we're looking at the camera, huh?
Yep. It's cool. No Facebook Live today, but that's all right.
It's okay.
All right, and we're going live for audio in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of Business Bros.
I did it. I told you I've been practicing this thing.
I love it.
My voice doesn't even go that high, so I'm like.
But you got practice.
I did.
See? All right.
She went full falsetto.
I did.
It's okay. No windows, no glasses were broken in the making of this podcast, right?
Everyone is
No
safe.
robins were popped.
No robins were popped.
Everyone's okay.
Well,
Everyone's good.
ladies and gentlemen, we are in Claremont again at the Dean Aguilar office with Aphroditi. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
So, I know you listened to your husband's episode.
Yes, I did.
Now, before we get into your stuff, go ahead and critique him. What'd you think?
Oh no, he was good. He was really good. He said some really nice things about me, which I was like, good job, babe. Good job.
He didn't throw you under the bus.
No, it didn't throw me under the bus, which was good. Definitely gave me some props. I was like,
Yeah,
that's nice of you, buddy.
He put you on a nice little pedestal. He's like, at the end, he's like, well, I gotta get home sometime.
Yeah, right. You gotta make it home at some point.
Cool.
Better be in good standing when you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I got a little glimpse of it based on Dean's story about you diving into the real estate side. But tell me your story. How did you decide? I mean, at some point you decided real estate's for me. To push through the hard times. What's different when they come here and they train with you guys that gets them through that? Because you guys put out people that just start to do business, and that's the biggest difference, right? It's when you go with a brokerage, how do you get them to do business?
So it's because we, for us, it's even one of my affirmations, and it's about making the people around you successful. A lot of times when you go to other places, it's the success of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you are the team leader. You're on this team, you're the team leader. There is nobody who is our goal is to build you as a person, you as an agent, you as a force in this business. We want to build your brand. It's not about building, Aphroditi's team or Dean Aguilar Group. It's about building you, like Hernan's team. We want you to build yourself. We want you to build your skill set. The other thing is when people come in, a lot of people will say, like, I have this, I know this, but do you know why you have it? Do you know the real inner meaning of, like, why do you have that drive? Why do you want that? And it's not about, like, what you get. It's like, how's it going to make you feel when you get that?
Right.
That's the drive. Like, how is it going to make you feel when you hit that goal of this?
Yeah. It always fascinates me because people have this idea of what they think they want, what they think they are looking for, but when they actually achieve some amount of success in the thing that they're working for, it's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tell me a little bit about some of the people that you see. They come in and they have one thing in mind, and then they reach a level of success, and they're a little bit different. What makes them different? Like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Miss South Bay, right?
She's awesome.
Right? She
Awesome.
came into your office,
Yeah.
and she told us timid, quiet,
Yeah.
shy. That is 180 degrees from what you see today.
Oh my gosh, yeah. For when she first came in, it was funny because even during the role plays and things like that with her, I mean, she's a beast now. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the best thing about her? She was a sponge. Like, she was phenomenal because she walked in here and every single thing that we told her that was like, okay, we don't just walk through like scenarios like this is your script. We walk through like how to talk to an agent, how to talk to a client, how to get the lead, but then how to keep things. We work you through all aspects of it. How to talk to escrow, how to do all of it. She was a sponge, and she took every bit of it and was able to like run with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to learn and to grow. And that's the goal. That's the goal, is if we can get everybody to come in here and learn like she did and build her brand and become on, then we're 100% successful. That's what we want.
You had a training meeting today, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the dynamic of a training meeting here?
So they're different. They're all different. We have compliance meetings in the office. I mean, those are the fun ones.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, everybody wants to do compliance meetings. Yeah.
My ops manager loves them. I'm telling you, my ops manager, she freaking loves them. But like, we have our training. We have those. We have we'll bring in like lenders to tell us about new products. Like, and that's huge because you really want to know what's happening in the industry. We'll bring in people talking to us about marketing. We'll bring in people. Today's was role plays, straight role plays. We wanted to talk to people. There are people in our office doing open houses this weekend, so we did all open house assassins. So it's all open houses.
Yeah, because you got 4-day weekend, right?
3-day.
Oh yeah, 3-day for you. Huh?
Well, I don't really know what a weekend is.
What is a weekend?
What's a weekend? But the cool thing about all of our role plays and things, and one of the things I think that was for our team, for those people to grow, is we do everything in a group setting. Okay, so no matter how many people it is, we'll go around because the experiences, we take the experiences and the objections that people get in the real world, like in an open house or on a phone call. I get this objection. And then we role play that objection with them so that they know how to handle it the next time. But at the same time, the other people on the team that are now listening are hearing it. You know how many times we've walked out of a role play and I've had that exact objection on the phone later on that day? Oh, it's crazy. Same day. It's happened to like multiple team members where they're like, they'll come around and they're like, I just got that same objection. I'm like, I know how to handle it. And it's crazy because they're so confident. And it's the only way you build confidence is by knowing what to say.
Building that knowledge base. Right.
Exactly.
And so when you guys have that confidence level in your agents, what's the next step? How do you help them line up their schedule? How do you help them get things going? So that, because, okay, I got confidence, I got knowledge, how do I put it to work?
So there's a couple of things that we do here. There's perfect times for you to call. It's
golden hours.
Golden hours, you'd say. Yeah, so there's those times. So we just ask, you never want to say require, but that's part of the requirements to be on the team.
I mean, if you want to be a successful agent.
If you want to be a successful agent, we're going to give you the tools to do it. And this is how you do it. You need to be on the phones at this time to this time, or this time to this time, at least half of the time that they're available throughout the week. There's 2 times a day that you can be successful. It's in the morning or the evening. And those are going to be the best times for you to get your calls. And so you hit those calls at least half the time throughout the week, so you hit at least 5 call days, you'll be successful.
Right, you're making appointments.
And it can only be, you can do it for 2 hours, you can do it for an hour. When I saw my biggest success was when I took it from literally I'd be on the phone first thing in the morning, I'd do my stuff throughout the day, appointments, back on the phones at night. And that's when I was
kicking some butt.
That's when I was crazy, yeah. I'm still kind of crazy.
What's a good time in the evening? Because, people have different ideas, right? right now it's 4:30. You look outside your window over here, I can see the 15 getting packed. Is that a good time to call?
It depends on your market. I think it depends on the people you're marketing to. So we work with a lot of military. So military, most of them get off the base around between 3 and 4. So 4 to 6 is phenomenal time because half the time they're in the car, sitting in traffic. So we say 4 to 6 in the winter, and then when it gets summertime, we'll extend it to 7.
Because the sun lights out.
Sun lights out. People will still talk to you. Thursday night, hands down, best night's call.
Really?
Hands down.
Because people watching TV or what? I don't know.
People are getting ready for their weekends. It's when you want to get them before they set up their stuff for the weekend. So if somebody is actively looking, then they're going to start looking on Thursday night. You don't want to get them on Friday.
Because you're too late by then.
Because they're ready to go out. They're ready to kick back, drink some beers, do whatever they're going to do. But Thursday night.
Thursday night. See? I knew there was a reason why all the good shows when I was a kid were on Thursday nights.
Everybody's home. They're ready. They're getting ready for the weekend. They're getting pumped. They're getting ready to go. And if you can put some fire under them to get out, Thursday night.
Nice. All right. So a new agent comes in. You've built their confidence level. Now we got them on a time block, right? How do you help them they get someone on the phone, they convert them into a lead. How do you get them to continue? Because most agents tend to fall off after the lead. They can generate a lead, no problem. The follow-up kills you.
The follow-up. So there's a couple different ways to look at it. So the first thing that we always do the buyer consultation. And that's key. And the buyer consultation is not just about sitting them down and asking them, what do you want? What are you looking for? It's about educating the client. So if you walk through our buyer consult, it's literally 20 to 30, depending upon the clients, maybe sometimes 45 if they have a lot of questions. And we're going to run down the entire process to you so you know what to expect. So many times, if you don't do that, the client has no clue that they have to pay for something extra throughout the process. And then you're sitting there okay, I have to pay $500 for an inspection. They don't know that unless you run that down with them. So that, I think, is key, is giving them value in the beginning, giving them and educating them. The other thing that we do, and this is that service part of me, is everything is service-based. So we give 110% customer service for them. So everything is service minded. Like, come from a place of service is our line. Like, that's what we use during all of our role plays, during everything, because when you come from that place of service with a lead, that person will be indebted to you. Like, they're going to want to work with you because they know that you're not, if you come to them commission breath, like, I'm so excited, you're my next deal, that's not going to work.
No, yeah. I like that about you guys because it does make it a big difference. A lot of agents are focusing their attention on that sphere of influence, but getting that sphere to grow is always the tough part. And I think if you provide that quality service, your sphere is going to naturally grow because people are going to want to, be part of that service. They're going to want to tell their friend, look, this is the experience I had.
Exactly.
Come work over here.
Exactly.
Right, and I think that's one of those huge things. I mean, we say that all the time for us.
Yeah.
Number one rule in business is to be of service to others.
Right.
And I think that's one of the reasons why our podcast is also having a success, because we come and we want to know what you're doing well.
Right.
Because if you can tell us what you're doing well, and what's working for you, whoever's listening is going to say, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. I should probably take that little bit. If all they got out of this podcast was I should call on Thursday nights.
Yeah. Then perfect. That's it. Call on Thursday nights. That's what you got to do. Call on Thursday nights before your weekends, for sure.
Yeah, it makes all the difference in the world. Okay, so I love walking through this whole process, right? So let's go with when a new agent comes on. Do we focus our attention on being a buyer's agent, or do you say you're going to transition to be a seller's agent, or do the agents kind of decide which path they want to go on?
Well, it really just depends on the person. So I don't want anybody to feel like they just have to do buyers, they just have to do sellers. Buyers are going to be the best place for them to start, in my opinion, because it's the same path that I took. So if you're able to start on buyers, because you'll learn the process a little bit more, you'll learn. But there's been some agents that have started off with a listing off the break, which is great. We have a system for that. So they can jump right into the system and learn that too. The first thing we do when it comes to somebody coming on the team is their mindset, though. Like, before anything else.
Is that what the interview is about?
The mindset. That's actually their training. The first day of onboarding on their training is 100% mindset.
Give me some gems in there. What do you guys look for? What do you guys talk to them about?
What do I talk to them about mindset? Number one, their schedule. Like, I talk to them about their schedule, like their daily schedule. Like, what time do you wake up, Colonel?
Me?
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
Good job. And then what's your morning routine look like?
My morning routine? Well, you don't want to know what I do
yeah.
at 5 o'clock. No, I'm just playing.
Literally.
Yeah, okay,
I'm just playing. No, so 5 o'clock, basically between 5 and 5:45, I'm up getting myself ready, getting my kids ready, because they get dropped off at grandma's in the morning before I gotta head off to work.
That's awesome.
They don't start school till like 8:30, but they get up with me and get up and get going.
Yeah.
So I'm off to work. I'm at work probably about 6:15-ish in the morning.
Got it.
And preparing for my day. It starts at 7.
Nice. So that's good. So you're up early. You do get some things done first. So for us, like what I say is, if you're a lot of people come in and they're like, yeah, I wake up at 9:30,
maybe.
and you're like,
yeah. Well, here's a waste of day.
Get up earlier and do a few things. So I always say gratitudes first thing in the morning. I always say, I'm not really a big journaler. I have in the past. I don't do it as much now, but journaling, gratitudes, affirmations are key. Like, I have my affirmations. When I first started in real estate, I thought they were so hokey. I was like, you want me to say what? I was like, I'm not doing that. Like,
it's funny because I am like that. I am actually like that. I'm
you
like,
still say that?
Yeah, I still think that because he drills it into my head all the time.
Do it. Are you?
Yeah, he's big on affirmations. He'll even tell me about stopping in the middle of the day and focus your mind right. And
if I'm having a rough day, like it happens in real estate, things ups and downs. And if I'm having a moment, I'll go to the bathroom sometimes and be like, okay, let me do my affirmations, get your mind right, get back in. And just because you can re-ground yourself doing that, it's important to do that. It's really important to have something. So when I first started it, though, I thought it was hokey. I was like, I don't want to do this. But then I started realizing that when you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself these things about yourself, I'm a perfect balance of mother, wife, and agent. I have, I will be successful and help 30 families this year. That was my first original one. And then now it's, I'm only successful with the people I surround myself with. So I surround myself with like-minded, energetic, and motivated individuals. So, and knowing that, it also kind of keeps you going. Those are the things that, like, I can just say, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I may have had a negative person on the phone, but I can move past that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Because
kind of like psych yourself up.
When you're on the phone, you're gonna hit some negative people. You're gonna hit some negative voices all day long.
You do. You just gotta kind of get by them.
All right. So I'm the guy who says I don't do affirmations, right? And so and that's the agent that walks in your door. Like, how do you help them with that? How do you help me cross over to
Help
the
you cross
affirmation?
over.
Do I write my own affirmations?
Yes, 100%. Because you can't talk to yourself in somebody else's words. Doesn't make sense. Like you're not going to listen to somebody else. It needs to come. I know people that do the most complex, like, I command my inner strength and my outer strength in the universe. Like, that
too many
would
big words,
never
man.
be
That
me.
work for
That's
me.
not me. You have to do things that make sense to you and that mean something to you. So whatever those, find the driving force, whatever your driving force is. So if it's your family, if it's your kids, if your stability, whatever it is, and then go from there and feed off of that.
Too much
Feed off
energy.
this microphone. But go off of that. You know what I mean? Go off of those to kind of find your affirmation.
So agent comes in, that's probably part of your mindset day then, right?
Yeah,
They're finding out what's gonna be in their affirmation.
Mm-hmm. Their mindset day starts with affirmations, gratitudes. You never have a bad day if you say what you're grateful for.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of like prayer, right? Like, I don't know about you, but like when it comes down to prayer, I find myself, I kind of get frustrated sometimes because like all I can say really is thank you. Like, really, any problem I have, really, and when you're in that meditative state, every problem's like minuscule compared to like, well, what I did wake up this morning.
Yeah.
Right. I'm alive right now, and my family is safe. Like, everything else is like, when you start doing it, I'm like, well, forget it. Just thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's kind of what ends up happening to me, and I kind of get the feeling, that's probably why I haven't done much of the affirmation stuff, because I kind of get into that mindset of everything's great, like everything is awesome. Lego movie, right?
Yeah. Lego movie.
I got kids.
He does have 2
kids. You had the
kids.
connection, right?
For sure.
But really, I mean, everything is awesome at some point, and that's really, the funny thing about being in the Lego movie, that whole thing. That's what he did every day. He knew he was happy because he's telling everything is awesome, and
good.
that's
saying it to himself over and over.
Right.
It's kind of like once you say something so many times, it comes to you put it to the forefront of your mind, and and not to get all hokey and like spiritual, because I'm not like that. But I just do believe in, like, if you believe in this, it will push you.
And then where's the connection between the affirmation and the saying, the mindset, and then the action part? Because I'm big on the action part.
Absolutely. So, you've been hung up on before?
All the time.
Now, if you don't have the right mindset, when you get hung up on,
You're done.
It could beat you up for the rest of the day. But if you've got the mindset of like, okay, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I can do this, I'm the best salesperson, whatever you're at, whatever it is, you're able to get past that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know the first person that ever cussed me out on the phone, and I was like devastated.
You crying and everything?
I'm not really crying.
Not that devastated.
Not that, but I was like, oh my God, like I'm so hurt. But then you have to like bounce back and say, okay, you can't do that if you're like have negativity behind you, because you're going to hold on to that. So you don't want to do that. That's why mindset's huge. Like I said, gratitude, affirmations, just mindset. Spirituality is big too. So if you're if you're spiritual, whatever you need to do to clear your mind and start your day fresh every day, that's the most
what you're looking
important.
for.
Taking that into your phone calls, taking that into having no fear, being vulnerable, being able to open up. Growth only comes from opening up and being vulnerable.
100%.
The only way you're going to get to that next level is to open up and say, maybe I don't know how to do this, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to be uncomfortable in this situation, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with you. I mean, uncomfortable. I mean, that's the definition of how we got this thing started.
I can't wait. I want to go back and look at number 1.
Oh, it's horrible. There's
bad.
Yeah, there's no business, bro.
Oh, geez.
None of that.
It had to be awful without Business Bros.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it took about 3 beers for that to come out.
That's awesome.
No, but it really, okay, so mindset. Now we have action. What about the consistency, right? Because I think there's a huge consistency issue when it comes to this game, right? I mean, okay, I'm gonna do. I get agents that are talking about, okay, I'm gonna do expireds, right? I'm gonna call expireds, and then I check in with them the next week when we have our next coaching call. So how many calls did you make? Well, I called and expired here. It just doesn't work for me, right?
It's that fear. It's that fear because they don't know what to say. That's really like what it is if you teach people what to do and what to say, then they're more out. They want to get out there and they want to try it. You know what I mean? Like I could say all day, I don't work expireds, but if I could say, I'm going to call expireds every single day, but I wouldn't know what to say to them. I have never practiced. Like I never worked on that. You know what I mean? I know I would come from a place of service, but I don't know how to handle those, even though probably most of the objections are the same objections you get everywhere else. But it's the same. You have to practice, consistency, practice. Holding them accountable. we're in an industry of a lot of people who are entrepreneurs. Like everybody wants to run their schedule, so we can only hold them so much accountable. But when you show the success of other people right beside of them, it kind of keeps them driving.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought you were going to go a little bit different on that. We're in an industry of but it's because what we see a lot is the suit and tie or the really dressed up, and yes, it is important to look professional, I think, especially when you're making contact with clients. But by the same token, just because someone's dressed up professionally doesn't mean they have those professional habits.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to get these people to that place, right? And so let's continue with what we're doing here. So affirmations, right? And then gratitudes. And then after that we went to
spiritual, whatever your spirituality is.
Okay.
Like if you're praying, meditating, those are the things that you should do to have a good morning. It's in the book Miracle Morning. So if you've never read it, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Read it. Miracle Morning. It's like little things that you can do to change your mindset every single day. Go from there. The other things with mindset is like we have core values in and it's a whole slew of them that we have for our company, and we hold our team to them. And it's the way that we treat each other, the way that we treat the people in the industry, the look that we want to have, or not physical look, but like the way we want to be perceived. And we're not like the agents that are going to show up in suits and stuff like that. Like I don't rock stilettos. I don't I every once in a while you'll see me in them, but that's not us. What we are is I want to be real and comfortable with my clients, and then give them the truth. I don't beat around the bush with them. I tell them exactly what it is, how they're going to do it, how we can get them there, and educate them on like those steps.
So that mindset's day one.
Day one.
Okay.
Mindset's day one.
So you got me.
Yep.
I'm doing my gratitudes now.
Yeah.
I'm doing my affirmations every morning.
Vision boards too. Don't forget your vision boards.
Oh, well, tell me a little bit about the vision boards.
Vision boards? You don't have one?
Oh, no, I don't actually have a vision board.
Do you have one?
No.
I'll show you mine when we leave. Look for the things that you want to. You can have goals, but without putting something on those goals. So my goal is to make X amount of money, but what are you going to do with that money? Hey, I'm going to put that trip on my vision board. Or I want to it could be something as small as like, I want to buy some new shoes. Like we had a team member before, it was awesome. And he put like the smallest thing, but every time he marked it off, it was the biggest win.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I want some new tennis shoes. I want to do this. I'm going to go here. And it was great. And it's good to see because it's visual. And you can look at the things that you're accomplishing every day. You're making calls, you look up and see your trip that you want to go on, kind of motivates you a little bit more.
Okay. So that kind of vision board. Okay,
Yeah.
because when I was thinking of that, we think of, we do a training on visual accountability. So we have like active buyers board, we have an active listing board, we have a pending board, we have, those sorts of things.
We have those too.
Okay.
That's everywhere.
Okay, good. That was what I was thinking with the boards. Okay, so that's mindset day, right? What comes after that?
Mindset. Then you go into every day is role plays. Every day we start script training, which we do. We're a big Tom Ferry, so we use a lot of the Tom Ferry scripts. We've modified them. LP Mama is the script that everybody uses. So, but we've modified them with our own terms from what they were 5 years ago to what they were 2 years ago to what they are now for what the market, what we're seeing works. We go through script training. We do our role plays every single day, and then there's a week and a half long process where they go from everything from their, everything, like pretty much everything that has to do with real estate. Their BRE stuff coming over, like their back end, meeting all of the vendors, all the technical stuff that goes in. Yeah. But then the training part is really like just getting in with them. They do one-on-ones with either myself or Dean. I think it's every other week they're doing one, just so we can keep up with them and say, okay, what are you doing next? What do you need help with? And then, like we said, every single role play is like whatever objections they have, whatever help they need.
That's keeping them nice and accountable, right?
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? I kind of get the feeling you're over here.
I'm just kind of letting you guys roll with it. We're at 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. So, that's cool. That's amazing stuff that we got to just come over to the Dean Aguilar group, because I told you I got that email and I kind of started thinking, I was like, I like this Truth Hustle guy.
Yeah.
I got to meet Afroditi. I had that open mindset. So if agents do want to be part of the Dean Aguilar group, I'm gonna give you some time here. Talk to them, reach out to them. What kind of agent are you looking for, and how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, we're just looking for, honestly, we look for agents who want that drive. Maybe you've been in the industry for a few years and you haven't learned or you haven't been taught how to do these things. You learn a lot in in the real estate schools that have nothing to do with real estate at all. So if you're having some troubles, you can't get forward, but you have the drive and the passion and you're ready to work. Like, you've got to be ready to work. You've got to be willing to be a sponge and take all the things that you hear around you, and you got to have a great attitude. Positive attitude, be able to bounce back pretty quick.
We want cool people.
We want cool people. But you can reach out to us, me, anywhere. We'll put my phone number up. Can we do that too, or no?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yep.
If not, just you can go through social media, whatever you need. I'll make sure that we set it up so we can give you some interviews.
Cool. Perfect.
Yay.
And then lastly, who do you want to tag to be on the show?
My goodness, I don't know. I was thinking about this the whole time. I'm like, who am I going to tag? Have you had Rodrigo on yet?
Bayon?
Mm-hmm.
No, we keep rescheduling with
Yeah,
Rodrigo. So, all right.
Get him.
So we're gonna reach out to him again and be like, "You got tagged again, dude."
Yeah, bro. It's time. Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. Or have you had William Flores? He's good
No.
too. It's Brian's. He works with Brian Landero. What do you call him? Energy? Whatever you call him?
Yeah, his Energy.
Yeah, Energy. Yeah, Brian Williams.
Okay, cool.
Both of them are fun. Yeah.
All right,
William
we'll reach out.
Flores.
We'll reach out to both of them again.
Both of them. Get all of them out there.
Every single one.
Yeah.
We're pretty booked up for February, but we're gonna start booking up March here like really soon.
Awesome.
So-
Just tell them. I'm sure they'll make some time.
Oh, they will. They
Yeah.
will. We'll get them one way or another, like bulldogs. Just hook on, and we'll get them eventually.
Exactly. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time, being on the
Thank
show,
you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
and being so open and sharing what you guys do here. Because I think,
Yeah.
like I said, every little gem that we find is gonna help somebody somewhere.
Yeah, I
do
just hope
something.
if people take it. Just take all the information. I've learned some things from some of the people on your podcast for sure. Just
Nice.
listening in, yeah, just little
Right.
little tips, like little things. You can learn a lot. Just
Yeah,
take one thing.
that's what we're hoping to
Call on
bring.
Thursday nights.
Apparently,
Call on Thursday
nights.
That's gonna be my thing. Thursday nights.
Yep.
Even if you just take an hour, 30 minutes an hour, right?
Yeah, there's 2 times throughout the day. They're good. After morning, evening. Just
Boom.
do it.
Yep. And me, I'm just going to comment and just say that I love your approach to everything, the vulnerability, the affirmations, the mindset.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yay! He's not, huh?
He's
I'm getting there.
he's following along.
Got it.
But I manage my team of agents, and that's one of those big things for me, and that's one of the big things that has really changed for me, especially in the last 6 months or so, is that energy, that drive, that positivity, and really just trying to share that with the team as well. So it's
Sort of a good culture in a company.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's what-
yeah.
It's
That's
gotta be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
exactly
team,
it.
That team environment for sure.
team
Same
enthusiasm.
thing.
Yeah.
We only want to work with cool people.
We only
That's
want to
it.
work with cool people, yeah.
That's it.
It's the support factor. It's the support we like, for sure.
Well, thanks again for being on the show.
Awesome.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, you guys.
All
You're
right,
awesome.
Thank you.
For anybody else, if you guys need any help, Hernan at csfirst.com. If you have any insurance needs, James at csfirst.com, or follow us on our social at Business Bros Pod. That's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I'm out.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Am I done?
Yeah, we're good.